so let's do the split mushroom stage. As usual, Zero has a faster animation in the beginning, so he gets a little head start compared to X. With this first staircase, it's pretty similar when it comes to times from when the animation's done. But that just little lead that Zero had from the beginning actually is close because of a missed jump that was made by Zero. Now there, for X did not jump at the very beginning, which caused Zero to get a bit of a lead. And Zero has an easier time dealing with these small enemies than X does, because a lot of X's enemies need to be killed by a charge shot instead of just a normal one-shot blaster. So this vertical climb section is in favor of Zero, as said before. Most of the enemies can just die by just one normal attack in the air. But X has a bit of ability that these shots go through walls, so in some cases I can just shoot through the walls to deal with the enemies instead of having to go straight at them as Zero. Alright, now it's time for the mid-boss. Now the mid-boss has great favor towards Zero, as he has this Web Spider's weapon, and that ability just wrecks this mid-boss, as you'll see. X does not have anything that can just do a lot of damage, as you can see Zero's doing right there. He just has to do his charge shot and then just mash the shot button. So it's going to take Zero 3 times to kill the boss, and it's going to take X 4. It's really not that big of a difference, because every single time Zero uses an ability like that, or even uses his attack on a enemy that can withstand it or has some invincibility to it, the game slows down a bit for that. So that's why Zero didn't get way too far ahead of Zero. Zero didn't get way too far of X. Sorry. In that case, what happened? Now in this room, I just like to tank the enemies because there's really no other way I can really think of doing it other than having to stop and wait for the spikes to jump over you. But I just always find it faster to just go straight through it. And in this room, I make sure I get the heart because I am making sure I get all the items in the game. Right there, accidentally, for X, I slid on the wall there, which costs him some time. But in this room, you actually get to see the whole slow down when enemies are invincible or can't be affected by attack. Every single time Zero hits one of these enemies here on this way up, the game does freeze a little bit, which is actually causing X to slowly catch up. If you notice, he was a lot farther behind in this room than he is now. And at this point in time, X has taken the lead from Zero, as you can tell by the music change. I will not do that from all the episodes on. Every single time someone's in the lead, the music will change in their favor. Now this can be very good for X, since X actually can hit the boss with the weakness and really easily compared to Zero. Zero has to wait for very specific times to hit the boss. So this actually might go to X for once, and it might finally be 1X to 0. Let's see what ends up happening in the boss battle. Alright, so X has early lead, and he gets the Whip Spider's ability, but it seems like Zero's actually doing decent damage for not having a weakness, just using the sword. But it still seemed to be relatively tied. But oh no, Zero seems to be halfway, and now Zero's able to use the weakness, which is going to his advantage. Like you can see, Zero is about 1 hit ahead of X, as Zero is now in the yellow and X is still in the green. Oh, this is in favor of Zero now. Interesting. Oh, and it seems like Zero ends up doing more damage at this point in time, and Zero takes it! So far, Zero's won every match. Wow, that's actually very interesting. I thought X was going to have that one, especially for the fact that he got to the boss first. Well, the mushroom goes to Zero. 3-0 in favor of Zero.